boy Enkay in the studio. It's my home studio where I do my ones and twos. I'm an artist, producer, visual creator, you name it, yeah. Love, love.
So how do you keep your music fresh and interesting?
Yeah, I think I'd say going against the grain. I'd say that. Basically, I'm not that person who really conforms to, I'd say, society, most part. But now, in that angle, you tend to create things that are different from what people normally get, yeah? So from that, I tend to explore more than I stick to one thing, yeah? So that's why I'm not even doing one genre. If I was doing one genre, I'd stick like maybe Brooklyn Boys, how they do drill music only. So for me, it's more of a vibe. I vibe with something, I go with it. I find house beat and I'm like, okay, this is it. I make a song from it and I'm like, yeah, I like that idea. Sometimes I write songs for other people just to keep it, and like I get other people to sing my songs on the beats I create. But the idea is to have that taste from different angles. Yeah, you can have a shorty come and sing part of a song and you're like, okay, that's interesting. It keeps it fresh, I'd say. But then the whole idea of I'm always trying to do what I'm not normally doing, it keeps me on the edge, and I think that is how I'd say I keep it fresh.
So basically, what are the challenges that you faced in your journey as a music artist?
Yeah, it's a couple. I faced a couple, but I'd say one of the biggest challenges I face as a creative is, personally, I am not into the whole business side of things. Yeah, I'm just a creator. I just want to make music. That's it for me. You know, I want to come in the studio, sing my truth or what I feel or what I want, the message I want to pass to the audience. But then it comes to the whole marketing phase where I have to interact with people and share and actually promote music and and I'm not really into that kind of side of the business. I'm more of into the just creating. I want to create, so that's really a disadvantage for me, I'd say. But I'm working on it currently. I'm trying to actually grow in that side, learn the business side of things. Since how the world is right now with all the information online, all the songs that are getting uploaded every day, you need to stand out in between the mini. That's one problem. The other problem I'd say I face is something like most of the things I know, most of the things I do, I haven't gone to school to learn these things. I just sit here, I go to YouTube. Actually, YouTube is my school. I learn these things from YouTube. I teach myself these things. So I think there would be an edge to it, or I'll learn faster if I get that. But I think I like the way I do it because I can see that improvement, and I actually lean on myself to actually do more. Of which I'd say it's an advantage and disadvantage at some point, because you either go too far into your own things or you don't get that balance in between yours and other people's. But what I do normally to counter effect that, I have done collaborations with different artists, and sitting in that booth with them and learning how they do their music, it gives you that different perspective of how other people do their music.
Yeah.
And I think some of that it's part of a challenge, but I won't really call it a challenge. Another challenge I'd say maybe it's technicalities, like a laptop. My laptop is kind of old, by the way. It struggles. You can the kihema. Yeah, but again, we work with what we have until we upgrade. Yeah. So I'd say some of those things kind of hold me back, and then maybe market-wise. Another disadvantage I'd say is market-wise. The current market, Kenyan market, is not ready to accept the indie kind of sound. They're just waiting for club bangers, Yakimbia Pombe, and I'm like, I can't spend my time doing that, because that's not what I want to do as an artist. I just want to connect human to human, yeah, So yeah, I'd say that's a problem, but I'm finding a way to solve it.
Yeah. So what are some of the opportunities that you've encountered? Maybe branding. Yeah, some of the opportunities that you've had while you're creating this music.
Some of the opportunities I've had, I'd say I've gotten to interact with people from the music industry, like from different sectors, lawyers, artists, listeners, and I think this is an opportunity to me because I get to learn from them. I get to know what other people are doing. You know, I get to learn about things. Like I met with the Sauti Sol lawyer like a couple of weeks ago, and I was trying to learn about copyrights and stuff. You know, things that are actually helpful to me as an artist. And I think that was a good opportunity. Yeah, and I really learned a lot from it. I think another opportunity I'd say is by trying to do these things myself, it gives me the opportunity to actually grow as an artist because I get to actually I can say now right now that I can produce my own beats, I can produce my own sounds without actually needing to have a different person, or you know, it gets complicated at some point. At some point you need a producer, the producer needs to get paid, you don't really have the money to do that. And now that I'm doing it myself, I'd call it an opportunity because it gave me the opportunity to actually learn what I need to know, to actually do this for myself. So much so that in a year's time or 2 years' time, I'll be so improved that I'll actually start working with other people on a professional level, I say. Yeah.
So what's the most rewarding moment in your journey?
Most rewarding moment. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I can pinpoint it into one thing, because I look at it as a form of growth. So I'd say small wins here and there.
Yeah.
That I'd call them big wins at some point, because one of those I'd say is at some point in time we went to perform at Captain Terrace along Mombasa Road, and it was a good thing. I think it was a win for me because it was among the first times I ever performed in front of an audience, and actually the audience loved the performance, and I think that was a good win for me because it gave me the idea and the courage that I could actually do more on that space and grow in that space. Yeah. Some of the other wins are just learning into the. I love the art itself, so I think that's what I'd lean on and say some of the wins I get. And okay, the things that are instrumental in shaping my sound basically is influence. Like you get that subtle influence from different people, different artists I listen to. I don't listen to a specific artist, I listen to a lot of artists. Actually, I listen to more underground artists than even listen to popular artists. Because the idea is you listen to these people and you get something you don't even expect to understand it, but like, I like that transition. And you come to you do your music and you're like, I can use that thing here. You know, or backups, or maybe ad-libs, or a type of sound. Lately, I listened to there's a song by Lil Uzi Vert. I never expected to actually like the sound, but I listened to it and I was like, okay, I like that sound. And then later on, I was producing beats and I started producing that kind of beat, and I was like, yeah, I like this so much so that right now I have a whole album with that type of beat, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. So I think these subtle like influences here and there are what they make it that they give me that technique, or I use them to my advantage, let's say. Currently I have like 5 albums unreleased, you know. Yeah, and these are music I've been working on over time, and I'm working on releasing them right now. That's why I'm working on production, I'm working on creating visuals and marketing and that, so that I can start releasing them step by step with branding infused into it and everything. Yeah.
How can you advise someone who's looking up to you, or someone who's upcoming and trying to carve their own niche in the music industry?
Simple. I'll just say, trust your guts, man. Like that's it. That's how I make my music. I don't try to conform. I don't try to think about what other people would think. I just get in the studio and I sing my truth. I say my truth there. I say what I feel, and I think if I'm to advise anyone is just follow your dreams. Yeah, we're in a world where dreams are being crushed every day, left, right, center, you know. And as a creative who's actually in that space where you're going against the norm, it is kind of difficult. But to a point, you realize that it is up to you. You just have one life, Maze, and if you don't do what you want to do in this life, you'll waste time, you regret, and no. So trust your guts, follow your heart, follow your dreams. That's what I'd say.
And finally, where can we find you?
For me, you can find me on social platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, under NK Ether. You can find me on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, most music stores still under NK Ether. I'm NK Ether all the way. So anywhere you want to find me, just even Google me, NK Ether, you find me. It's something in the way you move, hypnotize me with your groove. Don't wanna lose, this rush you're giving. Messy, I like you messy, maybe too obsessive. Slowly can resist your touch, take over me, feel the rush. Lose my focus, she a damn, she know that. Babe, come over, come on close and feel the rush.